Welcome to this broadcast webinar presentation of the World Ventures Business Opportunity. What you're going to see here today is a showcase of World Ventures and how you can put more life into your life, and a business opportunity on how you can create a second income, whether it's part-time, whether it's full-time, or whether it's life-changing. Now, we actually have two of our 3 millionaires here. The other one has got lost in space. I don't know what's happened there, but Matt and Carrie are here, and we have some other guest speakers who are going to be sharing their stories about their World Ventures experience. So first of all, I'm going to throw it over to Matt Morris, who's actually one of my dearest friends in the world. I'm so blessed to be working with him, traveling with him, hanging out with him, and you know, Matt is in fact the author of the book, The Unemployed Millionaire. I mean, this is a guy who, you know, in a previous life was homeless. He was sleeping out of his car, dead broke, and he completely transformed his life around, and he now makes more than 7 figures a year in our company, World Ventures, and he's now going to showcase and do a presentation of World Ventures for you. So Matt Morris, my dear friend, it's over to you, buddy.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Shush. Appreciate the introduction. Excited to be here. It's very cool seeing you know, my friends from around the world, South Africa and Ireland and Hungary and the other side of the U.S. there, and then of course you in the U.K. So you know what I think some of you will probably get as you tune in. It's kind of like a big family with what we have going on here. And I'll just, you know, my quick background. I've been an entrepreneur most of my life, and before World Ventures, owned an education company, had an office here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, 18 employees, had the big corner office, and, you know, from the outside looking in, it looked like I was doing well in life. The challenge was I was stuck in my office all the time, working 60, 70, 80 hours a week, stressed out, burned out. My wife had just given birth to our first little girl, and, you know, I was missing her growing up. And so I was open to a change. I just didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't know what was out there. And, you know, the blessing in disguise was at the end of 2008, the recession hit. And long story short, I found myself at 32 years old, $750,000 in debt, and really needing to figure out what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. And so when I saw World Ventures, it just, you know, it ticked off all the boxes for what I wanted in my life. What I was looking for is something that filled my heart with joy, not with stress. I was looking for adventure. I wanted to go see the world. I wanted to make a lot of money, but I also wanted to have the time to enjoy it. And, you know, when I saw this, it, you know, it almost looked too good to be true. And if I'm honest with you, that's probably why I did it, because for most of my life, I had been part of the deal that sounded true, but no one really wanted to do it. So, you know, World Ventures has just been such a blessing. Life has done a total 180. I've gone from, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, close to $1 million in debt, to now being totally debt-free. We've made way more money than we've ever made. We have, you know, company pays for our houses and our cars. I've been on over 100 trips paid for with our travel bonus program, and it has just been an incredible joy. It's been an incredible adventure. I've referred personally about 2 people per month on average to the company, and over the last 5.5 years, and that's turned into literally hundreds of thousands of members around the world. And so that's provided a very stable, passive, really retirement style income. And I'll tell you, you know, my results are not typical. I don't promise that anyone's going to have the same results, but I do like to promise that you will have a heck of a lot of fun if you plug into what we're doing. And so I'm going to share my screen here and go through a quick presentation. I want to make sure you get all the information, because if you're looking at World Ventures for the first time, chances are you're taking a serious look. And I don't take your time lightly, and if this is something that you're deciding to do for an additional income stream, I want to make sure you have all the information that you need to make an informed and educated decision. And at the end of this presentation, you're going to know beyond a shadow of a doubt if this is for you or not. There's not going to be, you're not going to need to think about it. There's not going to be a ton of questions. I'm going to answer most of your questions. And whoever invited you on the webinar here, you'll just want to follow up with them. If you do have any little questions that say, well, how does this work? How does this work? We can get those answered for you, and then you can just plug into the team. So a little bit about World Ventures itself. World-class company based out of Dallas, Texas, Plano, Texas here actually, right down the street from where I live. And the top 100 direct selling companies in the world. In fact, in 2013, we were named the 65th largest direct selling company out of many, many thousands of companies out there. To be number 65 and less than 10 years old in business is quite an accomplishment. I'm sure we've all heard of Ernst & Young, number 2 accounting firm in the world. They actually named our co-founders regional finalists in the Entrepreneur of the Year award program. We've hit the Inc. 5000 fastest growing privately held companies in America. We've hit that list multiple times. Been featured in multiple magazines, written up in multiple travel publications, won multiple travel awards. If you look at our revenues over the last few years, in 2011, this is all public information that you can find online. 2011, 92 million in revenues. The next year, 143 million. The next year, 195 million. And last year, we closed out at approximately $350 million. So you can see the growth curve of what we have going on. So what you're looking at is not something we're trying out. It's not an experiment. It is something that is working in a massive way. It has created a lot of financial freedom for people around the world. And really what it's done is it's made travel a priority in people's lives. And so we've had just thousands and thousands of people all over the world that are now getting to see the world at a level they just never had the opportunity to in the past. Here's our corporate headquarters, 4-story building, over 100,000 square feet. You can see all the employees there. We've got close to 400 employees around the world. And so very solid, very stable company. Again, not some kind of startup. You don't have to worry about the company going out of business tomorrow. Been around a long time, going to be around a long time. And our core product is what we call Dream Trips. And essentially what we are at our core, you don't have to overthink it, we are a travel club. And we've become, to our knowledge, the largest travel club in the world, similar to a Sam's or Costco, where they have a bulk buying model. These companies, they go out and they buy products in bulk and they pass the savings on to the members. They charge a membership fee, and as far as the percentage of profits, the highest percentage of the profits that they earn is from selling memberships, not from selling the products. They have a very small markup, if any, on the products. And so that model has worked amazingly well. Over 120 million people have said yes to that. So the founders at World Ventures said, why don't we take that same business model, but let's apply it to something a little sexier than toilet paper and peanut butter and things like that, travel. So I think we'd all agree travel's a little sexier, and personally I kind of wanted to be part of something sexy. So when you become a member, you have access to all of our trips, 4- and 5-star holidays at 2- and 3-star prices. Last year we did over 1,000 trips. It's good for your entire household. You can bring your spouse or significant other. You cannot bring both on the same trip. That doesn't work. If you're single, you can bring a new date on every trip. And what's neat about this is the company handles all the reservations. They handle all the planning, transfers to and from the airport on almost every trip that we do. And everything's taken care of for you. It is a world-class experience. And it's why our company has grown to the level that it has. We're a very product-driven company. And when you go on one of our vacations, we have an incredible retention rate. Bottom line is, when you go on one of our dream trips, you have such a great experience, you want to remain a member typically, and you want to go on more trips. Now, these trips, sometimes we'll plan cocktail receptions when you get there, planned excursions. We bring in film crews on some of the trips to memorialize the trip. And so really, it should cost a premium. you should have to pay more than you would on any other vacation. So, you know, the only place you can go on a dream trip is in World Ventures. Anyone can go buy a holiday, go buy a vacation on, you know, any online booking site, and that's what everyone has access to. But when you go on a dream trip, it is just a very, very special experience. And so even though it should cost a premium, you should have to pay more. You actually have our dream price promise that says when you book a dream trip, you have 7 days to find a lower price. If you find a lower price within those 7 days, World Ventures refunds all your money and they send you on the trip for free. Now, personally, that's the best guarantee I've ever heard of in business. And I'll just flip through a few trips to give you an idea of the kind of value and the kind of experience. Denver, Colorado, 4 days, 3 nights at the Four Seasons. Now, if you know the Four Seasons, they are consistently rated among the very top hotels and resorts in the world. $398 per person on that trip. That's 45% off the best online price. Las Vegas, 4 days, 3 nights for $179. 38% off the best online price there. Koh Samui, Thailand, 4 days, 3 nights. At an incredible resort. They throw in city tours, breakfasts, a lunch, airport transfers. Here's a trip to Vietnam, 4 days, 3 nights, full day boat tour, welcome dinner, airport transfers, $279 per person. Nashville, Tennessee, 4 days, 3 nights at the Gaylord Opryland. Now, if you haven't been to the Opryland, that is definitely an experience that you want to see in your life. $249 per person. That's 50% off the best online price. They throw in complimentary admission to the Country Music Hall of Fame, airport transfers, you name it. Hong Kong, 5 days, 4 nights, 5 days, 4 nights at the Intercontinental Hong Kong, incredible property. $709 per person. They throw in a full day tour, cable car visit, so Chinese lunch. These are all things that you normally wouldn't get if you booked on a regular trip. But because it is a dream trip, we want you to have a dream experience. And so the company throws in all kinds of extras. Chicago, 3 days, 2 nights at the world famous Blake Hotel. They throw in a $100 Macy's gift card per room. 2 drink tickets, $119 per person. Now, I was in Chicago and I showed this trip and they couldn't even believe the price because everyone in Chicago knows that if you were to stay at the Hotel Blake, you would pay much, much more than that. Katerini, Greece, 4 days, 3 nights. Includes daily breakfast buffet, 20% discounts on spas. They throw in a bottle of wine and fruit, $159 per person to go to Greece. Prague in the Czech Republic, $229 per person, 5 day, 4 night stay. You get the idea. Surfers Paradise in Australia, $229 a person for 4 nights. Includes your breakfast, a dinner's included, a jet boarding experience. Nuevo Vallarta, Mexico. This is one of our most favorite trips. The Miraval, $415 per person, 76% off the best online price, 5 days, 4 nights. And if you look at this, it's a 1,400 square foot accommodation. So you're going to get an incredible suite. It's all inclusive, all you can eat, all you can drink. Singapore, 3 days, 2 nights at the Marina Bay Sands. Now, if you look to that picture on the top left, the Marina Bay Sands, one of the most iconic hotels, resorts in the world. I've stayed there personally. It was not on a dream trip, and I paid a heck of a lot more. That $243 per person, you'll typically pay more than that per night to stay at the Marina Bay Sands. Now, one of the things we have that we're most proud of is our volunteerism program. If you've got a heart to give back, I'm going to strongly encourage you to get on one of these trips. I've actually been able to participate in a volunteerism trip. It was my favorite experience in World Ventures. One of the trips that we're most known for is our Bottle School program, where we actually, in Guatemala, we build schools. We built more than 50 schools in Guatemala. We use trash on the side of the road. We bottle that up. It makes a great insulation for the wall of the school. We have the kids build it with us, so you have, they have a sense of pride and ownership in the school. And so we've raised money to do many, many more schools, and that again is an experience you will definitely want to get on. Personally, I believe that fulfillment in life doesn't come from what you get, it comes from what you give, and this is definitely an amazing opportunity to give back. Now, what is also included with your membership, you're also going to have your own booking engine. So you can book a dream trip, you can also book flights, hotels, rental cars, cruises, you name it, just like any other major booking engine online. A couple differences: we have our Rovia price pledge. You're going to get the guaranteed best price on your travel. If you find a lower price on your flight or hotel within the same day you book it, World Ventures, they're actually going to refund you 150% of the difference in fare in the form of Rovia bucks that you can use on additional travel, future travel. Now, we also have Rate Shrinker, and we're the only online company in the world that we know of that has this. This is one of the keys to our explosive growth. When you book airfare or a hotel through your website, our technology is automatically, about every 10 minutes, is going to search for a lower rate on the exact same flight or hotel that you booked. Now, if it finds a better deal, it's going to automatically rebook it for you at the lower rate and refund you the difference. And then you'll get an email telling you how much money you saved. Now, personally, I've had that happen multiple times. We've had thousands of people all over the world save money. In fact, we've had people save several $1,000s on our Rate Shrinker technology. As you can imagine, we have companies that are doing their employee bookings through our booking engine because the savings can be so incredibly significant. It's one of the reasons why we won the best travel booking site in 2012. We won the world's leading travel club in 2013. We've won many, many, many other awards, really too many to mention. Now, the cost of everything that I just talked about is, if you were to compare this to any other travel club in the world, or if you were to compare it to a timeshare type program, you would pay $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 for something that has nowhere near the kind of value of what you're going to get for this gold membership. Now, the cost of our membership is a one-time cost of $200 US dollars, and then a monthly cost of $50, a monthly membership of $50 per month. Now, in some cases, you can go on 1 or 2 trips and save more than the cost of your entire membership. And I'll tell you, many people do this for the savings, and if you just want to do it for the savings, it makes sense. But I'll tell you what will be a lot more meaningful for you, and what will really be a lot more value for you, is doing this for the experience, because the experience on our trips is really what sets us apart from anyone else. So every dollar that you spend on your membership, it actually goes towards our Dream Trip reward points. So a reward point is equal to $1. So when you enroll, that $200, that goes into 200 reward points. You can use those reward points on any of about 90% of our dream trips. So if you, let's say you enroll today, you enroll tonight, and later on tonight you decide to book one of our trips, you'd have 200 reward points, which would be equal to $200 that you could use towards one of those trips. Now, what's also pretty cool about this is every time you refer another member, you get referral points. So you'll get 100 referral points that you can use to book a dream trip every time you refer another member. Now, also, the $50 per month that I mentioned, you're also going to receive $50 each and every month that you can, in reward points, that you can use towards a trip at the end of the year. So those accumulate at the end of the year. You'll have 600 reward points that you can use towards a vacation. Now, one of the things that our members love is once you've referred 4 other members, 4 other gold members, your monthly fees are waived. You do not have to pay the $50 per month, and you're still going to receive the 50 reward points every single month, even though you're not having to pay your monthly dues. So obviously the company wants us on vacation. The company knows that the retention rate of the people who go on a trip is very, very high. The referral rate of the people who have been on a trip is much higher, and so the company wants you traveling. Now, we do have one other level that I'll mention real quick. It's our Dream Trips Platinum program. Now, this is not for everyone. This is for those of you who may just want to travel at a more elite level. If you're the kind of person who wants a little extra leg room on a plane, if you maybe want to have a little bit nicer suite, you know, you're the kind of person that would want to do the platinum level. Now, personally, when I saw platinum, I was all in on this. You'll be able to use 20% more reward points on your trips, 50% off room upgrades. You'll get platinum access, platinum benefits, and we actually have platinum only trips where you actually have to be a platinum member in order to go on these. I'll show you just a handful of these trips in just a minute. And every gold membership, every gold trip that we have is going to have a platinum benefit as well. So you'll get something else thrown in along with it. And so here's a few examples of some of the platinum trips we've done. Dubai, bucket list item for many people, 3 nights at one hotel, 2 nights at another, a Dubai helicopter tour, desert safari, an adventure dune driving experience, a camel ride, $1,879 per person. You can use 1,380 dream trip points on that, so obviously an incredible experience there. We did a Valentine's Day trip in New York and Manhattan, 3 nights at the Le Parker Meridian, which is an incredible property, a New York City night helicopter flight, and a Statue of Liberty cruise. Now, I've done New York before, but I've never done it like that. $1,049 per person. You can use 792 dream trip points on that. Here's a winter spectacular, Jackson Hole, Wyoming, 4 nights, hotel stay, 3-day lift tickets included, $100 spa credit, horse-drawn sleigh ride, $14.99 per person. You can use 660 reward points on that. Here's one we did Mardi Gras in New Orleans, Louisiana, 5-night stay, including special seating, wine gift basket, $75 gift card. Here's a subtropical paradise trip to Freeport, Bahamas, 6-night stay, a park tour, beach barbecue and bonfire, includes a Valentine's dinner on the beach, chocolate and sparkling wine, choice of a round of golf or a massage per person. So, you know, incredible experiences here. Here's a trip to Brazil. This was, we just literally had this 6-night stay, getting to visit the beaches there, $3,300 per person. You can use 1,440 points on that. Here's another trip to Riviera Maya, 5 days, 4 nights, hundreds of dream trippers on this, $769 per person, includes a dolphin swim, photo package, just amazing experience. Now, the cost of the platinum, obviously, it's going to be more expensive. And when I saw all the benefits for this, I expected it to be much, much more expensive. But in reality, the cost of the trip, it's only $100 more for this. So $300 one time, $100 per month. Again, every dollar you spend on your membership goes into reward points. So when you enroll, you'll have 300 points you can use immediately. And anytime you refer another platinum member, you'll receive 200 reward points that you can use on one of our dream trips. Now, this works similar to the gold package. When you refer 4 other members at the platinum level, your platinum fees are waived. Now, I'm going to switch gears a little bit, and I'll talk about the opportunity to not just refer other members and receive reward points, but the opportunity to actually earn commissions. So whether you want to earn maybe an extra $200–300 a month, a part-time income, maybe you want to earn a little bit more, $1,000, $2,000 a month. If you want to earn a full-time income, if you want to have financial freedom, we have people that have done all 3 of those levels. And you know, what you get out of it is what you put into it, but to have the ability to sell the memberships, you'll spend $100 as a rep fee to become a representative, $11 per month. That sets you up in business for yourself. You'll have your own website. There's actually a video on this website. It's a 3-step video system. So if you can refer people to your website and let the website do the explaining for you, let the website do the selling for you, then that's going to be one of the keys to your success. And there's many other support functions within our company. In fact, you're experiencing one right now, whether you're watching this live or maybe you're watching this on a replay. I'm doing the selling for you. at no point are we going to ask you to go out and do a full presentation yourself if you don't want to. In fact, almost every single person that I've personally referred to this travel club, to this company, I've sat down, I've either invited them to an event like this, or I've had them watch the video on my website. See, I don't want anyone thinking that they have to be a salesperson in order to be successful here. This is about sharing something that most people are very passionate about, and that's going out and seeing the world. And so if you can refer others and just let our system do the selling for you, again, that's going to be one of the keys to your success. You can refer members in about 28 different countries around the world. And what's been so fun about this is, I referred some friends of mine that lived in the United States, and they knew some people who lived in the UK, who knew some people who lived in Cyprus, who knew people in Greece, who knew people in Australia. And, with Facebook now, the world has really become flat. You can meet people all over the world. In fact, I've referred members just on Facebook. And I referred one member that I met on Facebook, and that turned into thousands and thousands of members around the world just from that one member that I met from Facebook. So it's pretty neat in this digital age how fast you can actually grow a business. So how do you earn the money? How do you earn income? And it's pretty simple. You go out and you build a team. You refer a handful of members, they refer members, they refer members, and the bigger your network gets, the bigger your commissions are, the more residual passive income that you earn. And sometimes people look at me and they say, Matt, you're so motivated. And I'll tell you, yes, I am motivated, but I'm kind of temporarily motivated to be permanently lazy. I've always wanted to be able to work one time and then stop working and keep getting paid. And that's one of the things that's been the biggest blessing for me and my family is because of the organization that we've built, we have an incredible amount of leverage where if we didn't do anything at all, our income would still keep coming in. And so I'll just explain very quickly, how do you earn your money back? And let's say you refer people to the gold package. If you were to go out within the next 30 days or so, and let's say you refer 6 other members. First 3 sales, you'll earn $100. The next 3 sales, you'll earn $150. And then anytime you have 3 members on each side, 6 members total, the company's going to pay you $100 or $200 if you're within your first 60 days. And so as you can see, by simply going out and referring 6 other members, you've earned $450 cash, and you've also earned $600 in Dream Trip points that you can use towards a dream trip. Now, if you were to refer the Platinum package, now many people do the Platinum package, you're going to earn an extra $50 for each person that you refer, so you've earned $750. So you're profitable, and you've earned $1,200 in Dream Trip points just by referring 6 other Platinum members. So very, very simple. And again, as your organization starts to grow, additional income starts to come in because those 6 people that you referred, those 6 members, if they're also representatives, and they obviously know people that you don't know, and they refer 6 other members, you just made another $200. If those 12 people refer 6 other members, you just made another $200. If those 18 people refer 6 other members, you just made another $200. So the bigger your organization gets, essentially the easier it becomes for more commissions to come in because you have more leverage. So hopefully that makes sense to everyone. The great thing about this is you don't have to understand all the details in order to cash the checks. So we do have a program where every 6th bonus that you earn, every 6th cycle bonus, pays you in the form of travel dollars. And this is one of the ways that I've been able to go on over 100 trips in the last 5.5 years, all paid for with our travel bonus program. So that's a ton of fun. Residual income starts kicking in. Let's say you go out and refer 6 other gold members. They each enroll 1 gold member each. You just earned an additional $300 bonus with as few as 12 gold sales. As long as you have that volume coming in on a monthly basis, that $300 keeps coming in. One of the secrets to our success, if you were to compare us to virtually every other company in the direct selling profession, to my knowledge, we have the simplest, easiest way to get to a solid $300 per month in residual passive income. Now, you're obviously not rich with an extra $300 coming in, but the average bankruptcy could be avoided by just an extra $300 a month coming in. So just think about, what could you do with an extra $300 a month coming in? Now, if you're referring platinum sales, as few as 8 new members qualifies you for that $300 bonus. Now, we do have a lot of our members who choose to select our BMW bonus, and so they choose to use that money for a silver BMW. We've literally had thousands of people around the world that have qualified for this. We have silver BMWs being driven all over the world now. So we do have another additional residual income that kicks in with as few as 30 customers on your team. So you're earning monthly overrides on the customers' recurring payments within your organization. And I can tell you, with the leveraging concept, that can start adding up very quickly. We also have a car bonus program up to $1,500 per month, a home bonus up to $3,000 per month, which gets to be a lot of fun. And one of the reasons why this works so well is our training model. We have world-class training where we'll have, as an example, we have an event coming up in April. We'll have over 10,000 people at this event. I just got back from South Africa where we had over 1,000 people at a training. We just did a training in Budapest, Hungary with several thousand members. And so literally all over the world, whether you're in Australia, whether you're in Africa, if you're in Europe, if you're in Asia, if you're in the United States, we have a training system that will show you how to be successful with this. Now, no guarantees of income. The success or failure of each independent representative, like any other business, it depends on your skill and your personal effort. If you don't put any effort in, don't expect to earn any income. This is not the kind of program where we're going to tell you, just get in and you're going to make a bunch of money. Hopefully you're smarter than the hype. If you've ever heard something like that before, I know I have. Personally, I can see through the smoke and mirrors. This is a solid, legitimate business. You get out of it what you put into it. So let's recap here. If you want to get started with the gold package, the gold, it's $200, $50 per month. If you would like to become a rep as well, it's $100 and $11 a month. You don't have to be a member. You don't have to be a rep, either or. Most of the people that I've personally introduced to this, they have chosen to do both. We find it very, very hard to try and market a product that you weren't willing to buy yourself. If you want to do both, you're looking at about $360. Now, if you don't have the $360 to get started, I will tell you that you probably need this more than you think. We want to help you get into a situation where you never again in your life have to say, I don't have $360. Now, we can help you do that. Once you've referred 4 active members, your monthly fees are waived, both the membership fee and the representative fee. So you literally have a free business and a free product, and you're still going to receive 50 points per month coming in towards your reward points. Now, if you want to get started with Platinum, $300 plus $100 per month. To be a rep, it's $111. So you're looking at right around $511 to get started. Again, when you refer 4 other members, your monthly fee is waived. And personally, I chose the Platinum because number one, the value is there. I wanted the product. Also, sometimes people are going to ask you what you did. And you obviously earn a little bit more commissions when you refer the Platinum membership. They're also going to get more value. I think they'll be stronger members. I think they'll stay with the program longer as Platinum members. And so if they're asking you what you did, personally, I like to be able to say I did the Platinum package. Now, I know also that I knew I was going to refer 4 other Platinum members and not have to pay a monthly fee. So I'd rather have 100 points coming in each month that I don't have to pay for than $50 each month that I don't have to pay for. So choose either one that's right for you. We really don't push either one. It's just based on your personal preference. Either way, it will be a good decision. Now, last few things I want to wrap up with. If you look at this picture, unfortunately, that is a picture that is all too common. And what I believe is true is success is all about choices. See, I think it's possible to succeed in life. There are, according to Morgan Stanley's World Wealth Report in 2011, there's over 10 million millionaires in the world. 10 million millionaires. So success is a choice. And if success is a choice, why would you choose to lose? And so I'm going to give you an option today to live your life based on one of two choices. You can spend your days like this, or you can spend your days like this. It is your choice. You can get this at the end of retirement, or you can get this at the end of retirement. You can spend your golden years here, or you can spend your golden years here. Your life can feel like this, or your life can feel like this. It really is your choice. And at this point, you're typically an A, a B, or a C. If you're an A, you're saying, Matt, shut up so I can sign up. I'm about to shut up. If you're a B, that just means you've got some questions, you like it, you want to do it, you just have a couple quick questions before you enroll. If you're a C, that means it's not for me. You know, it just doesn't add up, not ready to do it. Here's what I want you to do. Get back with the person who invited you on this, this webinar and let them know you're an A, B, or a C. See, what we don't want to happen is for you to say, well, I've got to think about it when you're really a C. We're good with a C. See, there are billions of people around the world that we'll be exposing this opportunity to and this product to. And so we realize it's not for everyone. Chances are, if you resonate with travel, if you resonate with being able to earn some additional income, if you resonate with having a support team that's here to help you and support you, then you will be an A. But again, let the person know. And finally, as I close out and turn it back to Shush, you always miss 100% of the shots you never take. So, you know, personally, I had the option of saying no to this. And today, it really scares me to think, wow, what if I had said no to this? What if I didn't do it? Where would I be right now? I'll tell you, it's been the best decision that I've ever made. I'll tell you, if you decide to do this, I believe personally that it will be one of the best decisions you've ever made as well. So, Shush, thank you for allowing me to share. I appreciate your leadership tremendously. The fact that you have put this, put all this together is just a testament to your incredible leadership. You are so admired by so many people around the world, and I am definitely one of your biggest fans. Love you, brother.
Thank you very much, Matt. That was awesome. So anyway, we now have James is here as well. So our third millionaire has turned up. So welcome, James. But what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to throw it over to Carrie. Carrie, are you there? If you unmute your mic. So I just want to, first of all, tell you a little bit about Carrie. So I'm so blessed because I got to hang out with Carrie many times in Vegas, in Monte Carlo, in Cancun, many places we've had a ball. And, you know, Carrie and her sister, AKA the twins, are actually the highest female income earners in World Ventures worldwide. So they are $1 million a year earners. But, you know, when they first got started, which I think it was around 9 years ago with World Ventures, the story was very different. So these guys were actually at the time doing 3 jobs. They were stunt doubles for the Olsen twins. They were, you know, waitresses. They were doing all sorts of things. And they were living in a 1-bedroom apartment. They were in debt. You know, man, their lives are so different to today. But the thing is, they got involved with this and they ran with it hard. And you know, just recently they were announced as earning their $1 million ring, so that's awesome. So tell me, I mean, again, now today their lives are, you know, they have multiple houses, they drive Aston Martins and things like that, and you know, they travel the world. So anyway, Carrie, let me throw it over to you. So what's your journey been like, and you know, how real is this?
Hey, Shush. Well, I'm excited to be on here today. Thanks for having me. Hi, everyone. I'm one of the twins, and my sister's not here, but we are identical. A little bit different of our entire life is completely different now. We're real excited about it. My sister and I joined up about 9 years ago. We were about $50,000 in debt, so we were good at transferring from one credit card to another credit card just because we were trying to be actresses. We were living in Los Angeles. As Shush said, we were actually massage therapists. We were waitresses. And we were just really working really hard, racking up a bunch of debt because we thought we were going to get a big gig in Los Angeles, but it didn't quite happen the way we wanted it to. And so we got introduced to this concept, the idea of it all, and we love to travel. We would actually quit our jobs and then go take a vacation, come back and find another job, just so we could do that. And so we've been on about actually over 90 vacations now, all paid for by the company because of the travel dollars that we're able to spend. And then we've enrolled probably about 150 personally, and that's grown to over 100,000 members all over the world. And the most exciting thing I got to say is, 9 years ago we were in debt. We weren't making a lot of money, and so we really saw this as a way to help pay off our debt. And really what happened is there was only one trip a month. Now we have over 1,000 trips a year. And so we saw the vision of what the company was going to do, and we said, well, let's do this. Let's go out and run. And so we did show everybody as we knew as fast as possible, and it just grew super fast. They pay for our house. They pay for our car. Now life is completely different. We are traveling the world at the lifestyle, the luxury lifestyle, I should say. And, when people ask us what we do, I share with them that we get paid to document our lifestyle and take pictures all over the world. And, the You Should Be Here sign, the marketing that we have, we just got good at taking pictures with our little blue sign. And so we post them on social media, and just, it becomes viral. And so now all over the world, it's been exciting to be able to create that lifestyle with our friends, hang out with you on the beaches of the world like we do. So we're just excited about what we're doing now and where it's going, because we're really just getting started. It's been 9 years, but the company is just booming. So we're excited to be a part of it.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you, Carrie. That's fantastic. If you just hang around for a little while, because we may have, I might throw a couple of questions at you in a little while. So James is here as well. So James, if you could unmute your microphone, please. So James is in fact our third millionaire earner. So he just recently again qualified for his $1 million ring, which means within a 12-month period, he earned $1 million US with the company. I remember James, James, when did we first meet in Las Vegas? Was it like 4 years ago?
Yeah, that's like 2011. Yeah.
2011, yes.
Very
4 years ago. And yeah, when I first met James, he was just the most humble, down-to-earth guy. Just, just a very nice guy. And, he had the vision, he called the vision for Asia. And he came to Vegas, said, I'm going to take this to Asia. And who would have thought that he would have gone and added hundreds of thousands of people to his team? And now he's just, when he's an ex-naval officer with a Singapore Navy. He came out of the Navy. He struggled with some businesses, then saw our concept, caught the vision, and now he's completely transformed his life. So anyway, James is one of my dearest friends. Again, we hang out all over the world. So James, it's over to you, my buddy. How has World Ventures changed your life?
Sure. Thanks, Josh, and hi, everybody. In fact, in case you hear some loud noises behind, I'm smack in Orchard Road in Singapore. I just finished a meeting, and the truck is behind. So, I mean, this is literally a business that can do all around the world. I wish behind me is in the beaches of the world, or it's like on a mountain or somewhere. We can literally do this. And we're literally just sharing the idea with more and more people. More people catch on the same vision, going out there to share with more people. I mean, when I first saw the program, I was working so hard, and I don't even see an end to where my end is. So I was searching and looking for something that I can do that could eventually give me time freedom financial freedom. I could actually travel the world and see the world, and that's what I was always looking for. And really, really thankful that Eric showed this to me via internet. I was looking at it, and it makes sense to me. And because of that, I went out there. At that point, it's like in the whole of entire Asia, no one else is actually talking about World Ventures. I must say that I'm very fortunate. I saw it and I get it. So, and of course, at that time, I was thinking that I'm going to really have a lot of challenges. In fact, when I met Matt, online as well, he's telling me that, James, there's only one thing that we can all promise you is that the road ahead is going to be tough. There's going to be problems. There's going to be issues. But that's, if we go through all the bumps at the end of the road, that is the reward. So I just hold on to that truth, and I just keep going and keep going. Of course, in the beginning, people tell me that, James, it will never work in Singapore, direct selling, nobody's going to start talking about it and everything. But I know that everyone wants to travel and see the world. They just want to find a better way to do it. And I know that this is one of them. So I just keep going. And because I keep sharing and sharing, I put in about 81 members right now. It's not in the beginning 81, it's over the last 4.5 years 81. But through the network of the 81, it just keeps growing and growing. And we put in over, we have just crossed, put in over 380,000. So it's like keep growing. And it will continue to keep growing because more and more people see what we're doing. It's just like how Facebook get more and more people get on Facebook. I mean, in the beginning of 2007, when I first heard of Facebook, I said, what's that? It's probably another social network kind of thing. I'm on something else. I'm on like Friendster, and all the stuff. I just say that this is just another one. But yeah, World Ventures, people might say that this is just another one. In fact, when I first started, people say this is just another one. So what if this one is the one? So it is proven to be the one. That's why we have got more and more people catching on the same vision. And this is just still the beginning. We are talking about a whole entire world. People out there want this freedom. People want this lifestyle. And we are working also hard. It's not working hard. We are already working hard. Why don't we work hard on something for a good shot, like 3 years to 5 years, or even 10 years, right? And then we have the rest of our life to spend it with whoever we want, however we want it, and anytime we want it, So this is what making a living is all about. And because of this whole platform, I'm able to retire my wife. We'll be able to spend more time with our children. Of course, I travel around the world. Sometimes, most of the time, not with them yet because they're still young. But once they actually get older, I can travel around the world with my wife, anytime as well. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm always looking forward to meet all my global family and friends all around the world. Everywhere I go, I have friends there. So this world is not lonely anymore. That we have friends all around the world thanks to World Ventures, and there we are. You should be here.
That's awesome, James. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was fantastic. And interesting. James said something there, and it just reminded me. We still have 100 more countries to open with World Ventures. How exciting is that, right? This really is just the beginning. Okay. Now I'm going to just ask just a few of our other members, who are around the world, just to again share their stories in a couple of minutes each. So Sharon Cousins in South Africa. I know your internet has been going on and off, but Sharon, let me just quickly say that Sharon is in fact someone who, when she first saw World Ventures, she was like, I believe you were living out your car. She was a single mom. She was a broken lady, and this company has completely changed her life. So can you just sort of quickly share your story of what it's meant to you, what your journey's been like?
Yeah, great. Thanks, Shush, and thanks for having me on the call. My story is slightly different. I'm a single mom. My kids are 15 and 17 years old. And I actually come from the tourism industry. I had a background. I owned my own travel company for 24 years. Loved traveling, but at that stage, it wasn't paying the bills as a single parent. So I looked at other opportunities. I went into advertising. And exactly 4 years ago, made a really bad mistake in the business world. And with that, my children and I lost everything. We lost our home. They were kicked out of private schooling. and things were really dark when somebody said, come and check out this thing. Well, this thing happened to be World Ventures, and that was exactly 4 years ago, and my children and my life has absolutely been turned around. So yes, the money's been incredible, the travel's been incredible. In actual fact, I've done 140 subsidized flights through this company. Both our BMWs are paid for, and my children and I now live a lifestyle that most people really just dream of. So I look back at the journey and I look at the experiences that we've had, and I think for me, I joined this company purely for the money. I'm always honest about that because of, the place I was at when I joined. And now I look back and I see the friendships that I've gained, the traveling that we do, the people within the company, a lot of them on this call that have become mentors to myself and my friends, not only here in Africa, but around the globe. So this is one big team. This is everybody helping each other with the same goal in mind, and that is to be the best brand out there, to grow as an organization worldwide with exactly the same thing in the back of everybody's mind. Oh my goodness, I've never been so excited to be with an organization. Thank you, World Ventures.
Thank you, Sharon. That was fantastic, and thanks for being here. Okay, Sharon was sick yesterday. She was all day in bed, so you know what? She really did well to be here today. So that's fantastic. Okay, so now I'm just going to bring in Eamon O'Brien, who is in Dublin in Ireland. So in fact, Eamon is the guy who used to work in the travel industry as a rep, on resort, and he was, he loved travel, but he hated serving other people and wished he was on the other side of the fence. When he decided that he has to do something for himself, he went out looking. He actually went on to the internet and he found World Ventures. So, Eamon, do you want to share your story and how things have gone over the last couple of years for you?
Yeah, perfect. Thanks, Shush. Thanks for the introduction. Hello to everybody. Yeah, very simple. Like Shush said, a couple of years back, I was working in the travel industry. I was working in a number of different hotels all over Europe, and I found myself working 60 to 80 hours a week and working every single weekend. I mean, in the space of 4 years, I had 1 weekend off, and that's because it was my sister's wedding. So Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, any holidays, I was just working. So, I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. So I went out looking for something better, found World Ventures online, and just decided to plug in. And I said, what's the worst that can happen? My life already sucked, so it had to get better. And since then, this has completely changed my life. I no longer have to work with that travel company. I get to work from home. I've been on a number of different trips all over the world. I mean, even last year I was on 16 different trips all over the world with my friends, with my family, with my girlfriend, all paid for through the travel bonus program. Before I was in World Ventures, I couldn't afford to have a car, but now I got a BMW 5 Series paid for through the car bonus program. So all I can say is, this works. I've never been having so much fun. The support from the company, from the other people, from the training. I say, look, I've never done anything like this. I'm just plugging into the system. So it's great. So thank you very much, World Ventures. Back to you, Shush.
Thank you very much, Eamon. And now I just want to switch over to Attila, who is in Budapest, Hungary. So Attila, again, a very dear friend of mine. This is someone who lives in a country where the average income is, I think, around €300 per month. Correct, Attila?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So this is someone who actually joined us about just over 4 years ago, and he has just stuck at it and worked hard, and now he's like 10 times his income. So like within that 4 years, he's making 10 times more than the average income in Hungary, and he's one of our top leaders, in fact. And he was an IT guy before he joined World Ventures. So again, Attila, just share your story. How's it been, and how's it changed your life?
All right, hello everyone. So what I would like to share with you is my background. I'm, as Shush told, I'm an IT guy. Actually, I'm a computer programmer, and I had my own company, and actually I was doing well, I would say. and I was earning money. And that's right, but I would tell you that I was worried. I was worried about tomorrow. I was worried about the next project. I was worried about the next month. I was worried about, I would say, about the future. You know, and that was the point. I wasn't sure what I will do in the next 5, 10, 15 years, you know. And that was the point. I would say I could survive, you know, but I didn't see the future. And I would see the key point of adventures in my life that right now I see the future. I know what I will do in 5, 10, 15 years from now, you know, and this is the best for me, you know. I know where I'm going. I know where my family going. I know my financial future, you know, and I always say that if I would lose all my team, I would lose everything in World Ventures, and I would go to a country where I don't know anyone, then I will only do World Ventures from the beginning because I know I'm able to do it. And you know, and this ability is more than everything. And from the other side, of course, in the last 4 or 3 years, I was over 30 luxury dream trips all over the world. And they are really, really amazing. But I would stress the, you know, the experience and the people. I do love people in World Ventures, like all you guys here, and all the people in World Ventures is amazing, you know. And the lifestyle what I have today is just, I have to tell you, just today, you know, it's a special, not every day like this, but this morning at 6 a.m. I went to the swimming pool and I was swimming 2 kilometers, and then I went to run. It's a very nice island, 10 kilometers. And then I was biking 60 kilometers just today. Then I started my day, you know, and then I had some business meeting, and now I'm that conference call, and then I go to the next meeting. And what I would tell you that I really enjoy life. Thanks to World Ventures. Thanks, Shush, for all your support and all your work here, guys. And thank you so much. You should be here. Thanks.
That's awesome. Thank you, Attila. Thank you very much. Okay, now I'm gonna throw it over to Robert now. Okay, so Robert is in fact one of our leaders from. He's actually living in Dublin. He's a Polish guy living in Dublin. Okay, so he actually has a business not just in Ireland, but in Poland and in fact many different countries. So Robert, it's over to you.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much, Shush, for inviting me over here on the webinar. I'm super excited to share my story. So basically, my name is Robert, and I'm from Poland. I'm living here in Ireland like 6 years. And World Ventures I saw from my best friend, Carl, over 2.5 years ago. And when I saw World Venture, I asked Carl, can you see what I can see right now? And he said, yeah, I can see time freedom. And that was the most important for us. Why? Because I was working for Google like 40 to 60 hours. Google is pretty nice, you know, like place to work, and the wages are cool, and people and environment are cool as well. And Carl at the time, he was working for Microsoft, so two big companies here in Ireland. So we had a pretty good life anyway. But you know, there was something that we're missing, which was like a time freedom. When you're working for someone, you have just 2 weeks of a year. And basically, sometimes I was asking myself, is this my holidays or is it company holidays? Because they always ask me like, oh, can you go in January instead of February because there's like, you know, end of quarter or something. So in World Venture, we saw the opportunity to get a time freedom, and we were like working hard to get it. Now, 2 years later, what has changed thanks to World Venture? Carl is not working for Microsoft anymore. He actually met his wife in World Venture. They have a beautiful child as well, and they moved to London. They live in there. And I'm here in Ireland. And obviously, I quit Google as well like a year ago. It was the best decision I ever made, thanks to World Ventures. I have a baby as well. I'm stay-home father. As you could see, Susanna was running around. She's actually playing there. And that's the fun. Like the last year, she's only 18 months, and she started traveling with us when she was 3 months. So the last year we did 11 trips together. And what I want to say is, thanks to World Ventures, we collecting memories. So when Susanna will have 18 years old, I'm gonna just sit down with her and we're gonna just play a movie after movie after movie after movie after movie over the 18 years that we've done so many trips. And that's what I want to tell you. Like, World Venture is not only business; this is a lifestyle. So that's what I want to show out to you. And also right now there is nobody who can tell us like when we can get off the work. You know, the main thing we're doing right now is like what kind of dream trip we would like to book next. So thank you, World Ventures. I have all the family around the world. I have all my best friends involved in World Ventures. Carol is my best friend, who is actually my business partner. So we're working together since 2 years. We have a big vision in future. We're gonna live together in different places. Then we're gonna live together in one place. So thank you so much. World Ventures changed my life completely.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Robert. That was awesome. So anyway, listen, I have had some questions come in, so I'm just going to throw these over to a couple of people. So the first thing is, Carrie, I'm going to ask you a question. Someone has put on here, while I was researching on Google, I found some negative information about World Ventures, that it was a scam or pyramid scheme. Can you just answer that for us?
Yeah, I would say, you know, do the right research. Anyone can post anything online. Anyone can post what they want, especially on Google. It's like the bathroom wall. So I would do the right research. For us, you know, we went and met the owners of the company. We actually went out and visited them. We saw the corporate office, but just the stories and just what you've heard today, just it's amazing. So, and you can't tell me that I don't make $1 million a year because they pay me. So it's awesome. We have to live it.
Okay, Matt, did you want to add anything to that question?
Yeah, let me unmute here. And yeah, I mean, people can write anything, and I'll just tell you, there's a lot of people who got started with the company thinking that they wouldn't have to put in any work. And they got started, they didn't do anything, they didn't put in any work, they expected to make a lot of money, and when they didn't, they decided we're a scam because they didn't make money for not doing anything. And so, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but you just have to look at the reality of the situation. We've got a product that is very, very solid. We have people who have had success all over the world. You know, we're licensed to do business in, you know, so many countries around the world. All of these amazing travel companies are doing business with us. Ernst & Young named our co-founders finalists in their Entrepreneur of the Year award. And so if we were a scam, I don't think these companies would be doing business with us. I don't think Ernst & Young would have given those accolades to our co-founders. And, you know, there's no way we would ever have the kind of success that we have if any of that were true.
Thank you very much, Matt. And I'll also add as well is that, you know what, if you go onto our Facebook page, which is Facebook.com/World Ventures, you will see there's 140,000 likes on that page. That's 140,000 people who've done their research, yeah? And let me tell you, if you know Facebook's terms and conditions, the page would get shut down if we were an illegal scam company. So I just wanted to throw that. You can also go and check out our YouTube channel, which is World Ventures TV, youtube.com/World Ventures TV, where we've had more than 1 million views on that channel as well. So again, you're going to see videos and pictures of our members, so maybe some of our pictures and videos of us traveling around the world. So you know what? Pictures and videos do not lie. You can also check out youshouldbehere.com, again, where, you know, people post pictures, hashtag them on Instagram and Twitter, and our pictures appear there. So that's cool. Now, next question. So this one is for you, Matt, okay, again, which is, someone saying that this looks great, but you know what? I'm working all the hours God sends. I have a family to look after. I just can't see where I'm going to find the time. What would you say to that?
What I would tell you, that's exactly why you need to do it. You know, I think about my buddy, Dr. David Peach. You know, David was working 60 hours a week. He owned his own chiropractic clinic. and he just didn't have any time to put into something. And he realized that if he didn't put in some time to create some passive income, to create some leverage, he would never have any time. And so because he committed a few hours a week to this program, he worked very hard, he ended up hitting the top level in our company in a little over 10 months. And because of that decision, now he's totally financially free. He's been able to sell his clinic, and he just lives life now. He makes a living. And the reality is we're all given the same amount of time. We're all given 24 hours in a day. We're all given 7 days a week. And so it's just about priorities. You've got to prioritize your time and put a handful of hours into something that can create a passive income that can consistently grow over time, so that at some point you can be able to leave your full-time job and do this. And I'll tell you, I have 3 children. When I came on board, I had a large business, and that was the whole reason that I wanted to do this. Well, I had 1 child when I got started, and my children were my priority. See, I wanted to be able to create a life where I could be a stay-at-home dad. I wanted to be able to create a life where I could teach them history, not just out of the history books, but in the places in the world where the history actually happened. And that was important to me, and my children deserve that. And because I made World Ventures a priority, now that is the exact life we live. And so, you make a priority for what's important in your life, and my children, I thought, deserved it. That was the entire reason I decided to do this. And we've got story after story after story of people who were very busy. They didn't have the time to do it, but they decided to carve out a little bit of extra time, and now they live an incredible life because they've made that decision.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Okay, James, are you there? James, I have a question for you, which is, okay, I've never had any success in any other home business I've tried before. How can this be different, and what I know Matt mentioned the training, but what is the training like, and how's that impacted your business?
In fact, I would say that anybody who wants to do anything, if you put your heart and mind and goal into it, you're going to succeed. And the thing is, it's no difference here. If you see that this is something that resonates with you, something that you want, something you love, you're going to do whatever it takes to learn it. Because that's what happened to me. I mean, I always wanted to be successful, but what do I need to do? How do I get there? If I don't put in the effort to learn, from successful people, people who have done it, I would have, like, maybe I'll go a big round to get it, But the thing is, because I've seen so many success stories, in fact, right now is not 4 years ago. I mean, 4 years ago, we have a lot of success story already. But right now, we have even more success story. So if we know, and based on that, we want the same success that all these people have done before us, we just have to plug ourselves in and keep learning and keep going for training. And what I really see that World Ventures can provide us, and why I know that my success is certain right from the beginning, is because I see that people are already doing it. And I know that there is a system in place in World Ventures, which is the training. Without the training, without the company giving us this platform, without Mark Aceta and all the world-class trainer that he put together in the company, I would say that we will take another maybe a longer time, a longer journey for us to even get there. But because when I first saw this platform, I flew all the way to US, I saw this. I saw, hey, with this platform, I think anybody who put their mind, their heart, their time, their effort, their soul into it will make it. So what I did was, I was just, in the beginning, was no infrastructure support in Asia. So I was just relying on, what the company has done. And in the beginning, we don't even have any success there. 15 months, we put in about 800 members. Not too bad, based on our own individual effort. But the moment when the company gave us resources, and every time all I did was to get more and more people to the training. Every time, I just want to make sure that this training is more than the last training. So the moment when they give us training, I still remember in 2011 November, we only have 800 members. But the thing is, after that, every 2-3 months, we have training in Singapore at that time. we just kept getting more and more people. The next 12 months, we put in 26,000. You know, first 15 months, 800. But because of the training and everything that we put in, and then we grow 26,000 in the next 12 months. I mean, that is a clue. I mean, if we just latch on the training system that a company provide and get as many people there, you're going to get it up. You're going to get the results you always wanted. But a lot of people don't see the result. It's because they don't even apply it. They don't bring people there. They don't even attend themselves, you know. So how can we be a doctor if we don't attend medical school, you know? How can we be a lawyer if we don't attend law school, you know?
Fantastic. Okay, James, thank you very much. Now, Carrie, I have a question for you as well, please. And that question is, someone actually wrote in, you know, what if someone says to you they think that the membership is expensive? How would you answer that?
Did you say if they ask if the membership's expensive?
Yeah, if let's say you show someone and they come back to you and say, yeah, the membership, it looks expensive, what would you say to them?
Wow. Well, I actually never had that question, to tell you the truth. Because most people, as you see the membership, and for us, when we saw it, you know, $200 or $300 is pretty cheap and inexpensive compared to the value that our membership brings. And so I believe that at that point, they may have not understood the value of our membership and exactly the value that you know, the trips, the different perks and benefits that we get along with it. So if they ask me that, I will first of all want to make sure that you understand the value that the membership brings, that it should be a couple thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, whatever, a couple thousand, $2,000, $3,000 worth. So I believe our pricing is phenomenal for the value we bring for the membership. Now, I believe that might be something more for maybe it was that they didn't have the money for it, because for myself, you know, we were $50,000 in debt. So at that time, $200 or $300 was expensive for us. And so we actually just charged it. You know, we knew that I would take a vacation in the next year. And so if I spent my $200 or $300 to join the membership, that I was going to take that one trip, which we did. We took a trip right away. We saved our money right back. So for us, the value of the membership was awesome. And then we really saw how we could make money. And so, you know, we got started. We went on a trip right away, and we made our money back within our first day, actually, because we enrolled 6 of our friends that joined within our first day. So that's what I would share for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And as Matt said in his presentation, you know what? Normally travel clubs, you can pay $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 to join travel clubs that don't even have a fraction of the value that we have. And remember also is that every dollar you put in, you spend $200 to become a Dream Trips member, you get in 200 points that you can offset against trips anyway. So you can't lose. You can't lose. So, wow, guys. I mean, well, listen, thank you very much, panel, everybody, for joining me. This has been really an amazing to just get together with you guys again. And the last thing to say for you who's viewing this, look, World Ventures is real. I hope we've shown you that it's real, that it's working. Hope we've shown you that you can do it. It is something that anyone can do if you put your mind to it. It's a vehicle to change your life and put more life in your life. And you know what? Lastly, that there is plenty of support and training there. So what do you do next? I'm just actually go onto my screen share, so just bear with me. Okay, so the thing to do next is actually to go onto the website. So get back to the person who has invited you here today, okay, to view this webinar. So if you're a guest viewing this, and if you're ready to sign up, they will give you their name.worldventures.biz. Go onto their site and click on sign up. So you just click on sign up. You choose your country, okay? Okay, so you will choose your country, and then it will take you to a page where you will be able to then choose your membership, gold or platinum, and choose whether you want to also become a rep or not. So please get back to that person Now, the other thing is we also have an online training program called World Ventures Advantage. So this is just incredible. This will, some of the best training from our events is in an online facility here. I mean, it's something which is amazing. We actually offer this to our members. So this is something else here, as well as our live training events that you can have access to for about $20 a month. So I just wanted to share that as well. So everything is there. It's here in place for you to succeed. All you've got to do is say yes, join us, and then take action. So with that, I'll say thank you again, everyone, for being here. Get back to the person who invited you here and get started today. All the very best.